Hello everyone. Just give me 1 second. Let's see if it's registered over here. It has. Oh yeah. 1 second. That's right. I'm on vibrate. I should be fine. Yes. Excellent. It's gone across to YouTube, to Facebook and YouTube. Oh, we're hitting all the marks, aren't we? Just trying to find the video. My internet is a bit slow tonight. Oh, hello, Kelly. 1 second. Yeah, please. Right, there we go. Okay. And there we go. Hello, hello, hello. Now we've got that one sent. We're all good. Excellent. So, this was part one. We had a bit of a moment last week where we made a pretty cool texture with the gloss gel medium by trying to heat it real fast with a heat tool and then having the resist effect, which, would you believe, did not work. But positive news is that we're back for round 2. And this time it should definitely work because we've left it a week. So let's just put out a bit of that ink. And we'll do the reveal of it first. And then we'll come in, I reckon, and do like a little bit of painting over top, I think. So just grab a bit of the acrylic ink and then a bit of water on our paintbrush. Aha! And it's made the resist, which is beautiful. How does that look on the camera? I might have to lift it up a bit closer than you can see what I'm looking at. So just coming in. We just keep spreading that. Oh, hello, Di. Just the water and the resist, and pretty much all of our texture is gonna start popping up. Even the bits that we kind of meddled with last week is gonna start rocking up. So there we go. And now if we just heat this, our resist should come into full effect. So basically when we heat it, the liquid that's sitting on top of the gloss, the gel medium gloss, the liquid that's sitting on top of it will move.
So the 11th of April on both channels, and it's our for all week.
Right. Okay. And just come in. I'm just going to keep heating it up. Just coming in and giving it a bit of a dry, and then we'll add a bit more color, I reckon, to it now that we can see our texture. So it's not as like, I don't know if you remember the masking fluid one, masking fluid page we did. It's not as precise. Like this one, the gloss resist is definitely a more of a like a grungy effect. Whereas masking fluid, you get those nice, neat lines. So it depends what you want. If you want grunge or just like perfect lines. So just coming in and really drying it all. And I feel like we could really bring back in our neon colors by just, oh, hello, Karen. If we come in with a bit of, let's try the neon pink first and not put it in the same one that we put the acrylic ink in. We'll put it in a different area. And if we just grab a little bit of gauze and we come in and we like rub it in. So let me just grab the gauze. Right, so now we've got a piece of gauze, and it's okay because it's just going to colour that gauze. But what we want to do, scrap it. And then just come and rub in that colour. And it goes into there. And then if we just come and continue drying that black a little bit more on this page, because I think it's not quite dry enough just yet. Heat tool's having a bit of a hard time there. Okay. And then come in with a bit of this medium yellow with a bit of white. And choose a different section of our gauze. And it's just about adding some of that colour back in. We did go fairly dark last week, so. adding a bit of that white to it, we get the actual yellow. It's not just like the yellow becomes brown immediately as it hits the black. It sits on top then, which is what we want. There we go. And then we just come in with our white paint pen.
I'm sure they could.
And
I'm just trying to get in trouble.
come on back.
Are you trying to get in trouble?
Just on it.
And not like full
His mama threw.
coverage, just like a bit sketchy. So it doesn't have to be like fully everything coloured in all the lines. Just so I get the general shape, really bringing back the flower that we kind of lost with stenciling, but I do like the texture that we got from it. So let's
See, I don't put black parts in any of this, do that thing.
come in. We'll do a bit more over this side, I think. We just also got to make sure that, like, if you get any paint, like I got a bit of paint on my tip there. I'm just going to actually, like, come in and clean it. And then you also can get a cloth and clean it off if it needs to. But that there is now clean. So it is pretty simple to clean the nibs on the pilot pens. The Pintor ones we have. Just because they are beautifully made. But if you do get paint on them, you simply just have to rub the tip. Or if you have the medium size and you find it's not working, you can actually just go in and switch the tip ends over. We do that sometimes on our paint pens because when we teach them at kids' classes, if they do get pushed down a bit too hard, around some black ink, a bit too hard consistently over long periods of time, what happens is like the nib gets a bit faded on the tip and you've got a bit of pulpy stuff on it. So what we do is we just flip it over, and then when we go to flip it back over again, what we find is that the pulpy bit's just kind of dangling there, so we can snip it off and we're all good. Because it's been able to sit in the pigment in the pen. Right, which is amazing. Solves a lot of things. So this is what our page currently looks like. What I want to come and do is I've put them in your man bag. Both glasses are in the glasses case. Right, let's keep going. You found you found them, Dad?
No, I'm just.
Yeah, I've got them.
Okay. And then if we just come in with a bit of the black acrylic ink we've got left on a dry paintbrush. Don't want it to be too wet. I just don't want it to move everywhere. And then we just come in and keep going. And there we go. So just coming around, and then where it hits the bit where it's at the end, that we can just blend that out. And when you think your paintbrush is getting a little bit dry, don't go and add water, just add a little bit more of the ink on there. We just don't want it to be dripping, and we do want the ink to be at its full darkness, not watered down. Okay, if we come and do a little bit over here. And then we're just going to keep going.
Oh, very nice.
Around. Thank you. And if we water it, okay. And now let's come in and dry this one. Oh, hello, Tina. So it's dried again. Right, there we go. And now let's come back in with the neon again. I do think we need to find, where's the tube of, we had, oh no, we didn't have orange neon. We mixed the yellow and the pink mix. That's right. Okay, let's come in with the magenta then. Then once we're happy with the amount of magenta, we'll add yellow to it, and then we'll make our orange. Sounds like fun, right? Okay, so let's come in this magenta in our piece of gauze, and once again, rubbing it so that it's on top. By rubbing it just means it's also not taking away all the texture we've highlighted, like it's kind of seeping in. You can also come in and like do a bit of it on the edge. It's coming across. Oh, actually, I have a good idea. 1 second. It's a pretty good idea. Like it's an interesting idea. All right, let's come in. Okay, we do need a bit more yellow, separate away from the orange, away from making it orange, and then I think if we come in with an orange, with the orange neon pen, paint pen. I do have to find where Mum hid the neon paint pens on me though. She hid them on the weekend. She was afraid I might pull a spectacular move and use a neon colour with very vintage at the retreat. And to be fair, I do have a bit of a reputation of doing that. Also of spilling some stuff of coming up and, you know, being a bit of a discount queen. At pop-ups, I make mistakes. Generically on the paperwork side. Things. But yeah. So yeah, she hid the pens, the neon pens, from me. Which is fair enough. Like, it happens. Okay. I am starting to like this. So I'm just kind of rubbing it until I'm happy with how it looks. And I do think it's starting to come together. It also gives our hibiscuses more of like a faded look. Doesn't look like they've been painted over. You know how like surfboards have that really cool faded texture on them with the hibiscus prints? I don't know if it's actually real. I've seen it on animated movies. I find it amazing and fascinating. So that's like that type of texture there. Look at that. Okay, and then we definitely need the neon orange paint pen to outline our flowers. Oh, hello, Christy. Hello, Trish. I definitely need it. I need... Meals, can you ask Mum where she hid the neon paint pens? Thank you. While we wait, let's just make sure it's fully dry. She's up in the other end of the house. Oh, you know where they are? But that's okay. I only need the orange, but we will show them. We taught an art class a few months ago,
Wait, are you allowed to use them?
Look at the page.
Are you allowed to?
It's not very vintage. Yes. I promise. Yeah. Handshake, you resign any responsibility for giving him the paint pens. Deal?
I feel like you're not supposed to have them.
I promise I am. And you have no responsibility in giving them to me, so you can...
Wait a minute, is it very vintage?
No, it is not. It's a mixed media class. Off we go.
But is it using very vintage?
No, but it's not using very vintage. It's using sunny days.
It looks so sunny days.
Can you please? So, yes, it's the hidden paint pen because we lost a paint pen lid, but we somehow had an extra lilac one, so...
No, the lilac that originally had that.
It died, didn't it?
It died, sadly, so we had to do a few things and
Yes. Let's make sure, yes, this is the right one. So we're just going to come in. And give our hibiscuses a bit of okay. And now look how the orange just makes it pop. Like immediately. I haven't even lifted and you can see that pop right there. And then wait for it. It's actually quite faint close up, but I bet that far away. Yeah, it makes all the difference. Right, see? So it's just like a little outline there and some little divots there. And we're going to do a few, I reckon, here. We'll do them in 3 spots because 3s are always nice for the eyes. Odd numbers. Eyes love odd numbers. Look at that. And just little divots there. Then we go... We could do a V, which means our one will come back up here. That would make sense, yes. Let's do in a V. Tina says hello, Amelia. It does. It makes a lot of difference. Just a little bit of outlining can do so much. And then that's too blobby. I do think we're almost done, just as a heads up. I'm just playing around at the moment, trying to get my lights a little bit lighter around the page. But like this page is like super texturized because we've done like 2 weeks of layers on it. It is amazing. You cannot buy it. It's amount of texture. Okay.
Yeah, is the hook in this one?
Yeah, the hook should be in one of the tubs. No, this one here's the one that we brought home.
No, this one's the one that was.
Well, then the hook will be, I think it was the one out in the lounge room. Sorry, we have a specific tool. Well, Mum has a tool that she likes to use when she helps me do some picking for the manufacturing area. So she mainly helps me up the acrylic stuff just because my skin doesn't really like the acrylic dust. So I do get a little bit slower as I go on with that because I get itchy and I slow down a little bit. But yeah, Mum helps me out with that, so that's nice. I only need the orange one, says Naomi. 3 colors later. I know, I just can't help myself. But ready? So far away, looks amazing. Up close, bam. Also looks fantabulous. See? The texture. I'm gonna see if you can. This is a little bit hard on the live to show texture, but I feel like we've nearly nailed the process of doing it.
To this.
So, I don't
Yes,
know.
Mama. Yeah. That's so.
Amelia came and took the neon pens. That's what she's saying.
The what?
The neon pens.
Yeah.
Amelia went and bothered her because she had to grab them for me. Because I didn't know where you hid them.
Well, I didn't find them. Someone else put them there. I think Dad put them there. Let's just be brutal.
I have a reputation, apparently. Anyway, I know I do. No one apparently is there. But thank you all for coming. I actually don't think this needs any more. I know it's relatively quick class. We did do a bit of a longer one last week where it was the base layer of this. So obviously if you want to do this sort of thing, you can go back and do it. I wouldn't suggest trying to heat the resistance, the gloss resistant look like we did, although it did end up pretty cool. It's this texture right here. I'm going to put some close-up photos on my YouTube channel with like a short of all the close-ups of the texture, so then you can see it a bit better, because sometimes it's a bit hard to show on the lives. But yeah, so if you want to do this one, obviously watch part 1, then part 2. And I'm sure you'll notice that our very vintage retreat for Scrapbook Fantasies, I work for my parents' business, debuted on the weekend, and I will also be in Brisbane with my parents at the Scrapbook Fantasies pop-up, which will be amazing. I am teaching one of the classes and helping teach the other 3, so it should be fun. Amelia will be there, everyone will be there, super fun. So hope to see you all there. If you can't make it, understand. Unfortunately, beaming technology has not been invented yet, but you never know. So thank you all for coming, and we shall see you all throughout the week. And our next class is the weekly scrapbooking class, which is done in our subscription group on Facebook. And it is on Wednesday at 7 PM with Mum, which is Elisa. So have a wonderful night, everyone, and see you all throughout the week. Bye.